Hello. Let's see. Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon and welcome. Time now is 12:12 Eastern Time, noon, lunchtime. How are you? How are you? How are you? I am Goddess Lamel Terry. Welcome. Shout out new subscribers, all subscribers. Thank you so much for your support and for tuning in this afternoon. So, we are going to get into your reading, Virgos. I feel like what I'm picking up on is a lot of Virgos with fire, fire and maybe water energy, placements in your birth chart. Okay, so we are going to begin from your Lover's Oracle deck. Okay, and then after we do your Lover's Oracle deck, we're going to begin with that, and then we will jump into your energy Oracle cards. Okay, so for those of you who's been because I really feel like for some reason I was led to do this reading for my Virgos who have perhaps been dealing with relationship issues or obstacles in the home front. Okay, like if you're in some sort of relationship situation. How you doing, Lakeisha? Kendra, how are you? I know some people might still be asleep. All we have is 5 people in the chats. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll resonate. Okay, I'm sitting here sipping on my coffee. All right. Arlene, how you doing, girl? Hopefully some people will come in and join us. Okay. Cause I feel like Virgos. I feel like how you doing, Bree? You said first time viewer? Okay, well welcome, Bree. I'm so glad to have you. How are you? Kendra says she's sipping on her coffee too. I know that's right. So Virgo, what I'm picking up on, okay, and I don't know, like I said, I feel as though I was led to do this reading, okay, because some of you could be having a bit of concerns when it comes to your situation regarding what you may have going on at home. And so like some of you could be going through a bit of conflict with a significant other, okay, whether this is a child's father. There could be a lot of emotional disagreements when it comes to family members and relatives. There may be a little bit of conflict going on in the home, between you, the kids, and your, like I said, your kid's father, your husband, your wife, or whatever the case may be. Okay. And so let me see what's going on. I'm here in the chat, hoping Arlene. Okay, just got a manicure and pedicure. Wow, I'm due to go get my pedicure this afternoon at 4 o'clock. So. Okay, you said going through this. Okay, hey everyone, how are you, Brittany? And so Virgo, what I'm picking up on, okay, when it comes to the home front, and the reason why some of you are going through, there's some tension, okay. Some of you could be going through some sort of family tension on the home front, okay. I'm picking up a lot of tension coming in, dealing with family members and obstacles. It could be on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Where you could be going through it could be disagreements and conflict, family members on your person's side, on your side, tit for tat, everybody's in the business. And so, Virgos, the first card that I got here for your situation is codependency. Okay, it says that addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so you may be dealing with someone who may have some sort of definitely we always give free shout outs, don't we? And so you may be dealing with someone who they don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? This person could be like really because they're going through what they're going through. Okay, some of you could be going through dealing with someone who may be having some substance abuse issues right now at the moment. Okay, you might have been like really supporting this person. Okay, I feel like somebody here, you could have been very supportive to this person emotionally. Okay, like standing by their side. This person could be having situations dealing with in and out of recovery. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone who may be in the rooms of NA and AA, you know, and so you may have been trying to be very patient when it comes to dealing with this person who in and out of recovery. This person could have found themselves getting in trouble from time to time, you know, maybe with the law or something like that. Some of you could be dealing with somebody. It could be some alcohol issues where this person tends to get a bit out of hand when they get to drinking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When they sober, they could be okay, but then when they, you know, become a little bit too intoxicated, they become a bit. They could become a bit loud, a little bit vulgar. Okay. Yeah, I feel like somebody's dealing with somebody who may tend to have like violent outbursts. Okay, when they're under the influence. Okay. And so there could be some fear tensions in the house, like somebody might be scared of this person because this person tends to have this, you know, this mood swing, okay? And so I really feel like this person's addiction is really causing a strain on the home, okay? Because you could be trying to go to work. There could be some strenuous issues between this person and your kids. You may have afraid or some fear of having this person around your children. It could be causing some obstacles, like when you're at work. I feel like somebody is like concerned where, you know, when they're at work, they don't know what this person may be doing or stuff like that. So I do feel like, again, addictions could definitely be affecting your situation. Others of you, you do have children. Okay, it says here children, your love life is being affected by children. So again, like I said, strong emphasis on that children and that codependency. Okay, so you can have some kids that's living at home. Okay, maybe teenagers. Summertime now, they might have just got out of school or getting ready to get out of school. You're trying to find things to do with them, and you're trying to keep your kids out of trouble. But there's so much tension on around the house. It's like some of you may not really want. You're trying to protect your kids. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't want them out in the street, but you may have some issues going on at home where you don't really want your kids being at home to witness the negative energy, okay, behind closed doors, okay? So some of you may be thinking, about sending your kids to grandma, you know what I'm saying, to a family member's house for the summer to kind of give you some time to work your relationship issues out, okay? Or some of you could be reaching out to loved ones for a place to stay when it comes to giving yourself some space and time to separate from this person who may be a bit codependent on you, because this person could be a bit lazy, and because of their addictions, they really depend heavy on you, and they're there, and this person could be draining you spiritually. Okay, I feel like somebody here, you're dealing with someone who's draining your high vibrations. And so this person is like really emotionally and mentally, verbally just draining you and somewhat breaking your energy down. And so it's making it hard for you to spiritually grow, okay? And so I feel like somebody here is trying very hard to spiritually grow in order to move on. You're just seeking peace and salvation. At least this is what you're wanting on the home front. But it's hard because you have these issues going on between you and this other person where the time even you even got cards that's telling you to walk away, but we'll get into that, okay? And so like I said, this card here came out, let go of control issues, okay? And so when it comes to this let go of control issues, it says allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then you got religion factors, okay? So religion factors, okay, when it comes to that, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, okay? So again, that's why I'm saying I really feel like there's a family pull here, a family struggle here, because I feel like there's a female here, a Virgo female, You can have a very strong spiritual family background, okay? And so some of your family members may not approve of your boyfriend or your child's father being in your life, and they've been kind of telling you it's time for you to put this person out and get rid of this person. They just don't approve. This person is really drama and negative, and so your family feels like you deserve better, and they really don't care for this person in your life because they feel like this person is pulling you down and pulling you backwards. So some of you can have tension going on and behind closed doors when it comes to dealing with your own family, okay? And so, again, let go of control issues. I feel strongly that the time is calling for, definitely decisions that need to be made. We're going to get into this though, okay? Others of you got, yes, this is your soulmate, okay? So some of you may feel, it says, and it's crazy because some of you really love this person, okay? A few of you really love this person, and so it's hard for you to walk away, right now, because you feel like, it's the sexual chemistry in the bedroom that you feel like when this person is sober, it makes it hard for you to walk away from this person. So it's like, even though this person may have some sort of addictions, behaviors, and going through their own demonic spirits, you still don't want to let go of this person. And I feel like some of you can also have people on the outside, okay, who's somewhat aware of your situation, but I feel like you kind of have somebody who's kind of sitting back waiting and hoping for you and this person to break up, okay? So I do feel like you do have somebody who don't like the fact that you and this person is together, even though you're struggling to hold on to it, because you feel like somewhere, somehow, that the love is still there between you and this person, even though this person got some sort of issues going on with them. I feel like for some of you, when it comes to this individual, okay, I feel like at times when it comes to, like, let's say, for example, you and this person get into some sort of argument or something like that, right? A shouting match in the home. This person tends to might get pissed off and walk out, okay, and leave you at home at night with the kids or whatever. Because like I said, they could be drinking. They don't want to hear your mouth. They feel like you're nagging them. And then soon as y'all get into this disagreement, this argument, this person tends to storm off. And they may leave, and then they'll go out and go be with somebody else, okay? So they'll go out and go sleep with somebody else just to kind of get away from the arguing, nagging with you. Then there, and so I feel like it's the other person. I feel like you got somebody who is also maybe causing a bit of riffraff in your home, okay? So I am picking up that there is an outside person who is trying to cause some sort of riffraff, in your connection with your person. Okay, there could be, like I said, an outside person who, sometimes sleep with your person. And so this person doesn't want y'all to be together, okay? And so this person might be trying to do some sort of magic to break you and this individual up, so that there could be some conflict going on. And for some of you, like I said, again, your family members could be telling you to leave this person alone because they don't really care for the person anyway. They don't want you with this person because they feel like this person is toxic. And that, like I said, you could do better. So, let's get a little bit deeper into your reading. So now we're going to jump into the energy oracle, and we're going to talk about this situation a little more, okay? Because I'm really picking up heavy on this right here, because I don't know why spirit led me to do this reading, okay? Because I really feel like somebody is seeking some sort of clarity, seeking answers when it comes to the situation, not knowing what to do no more, not sure how to go about handling it. Should you stay? Should you leave? You love them, you don't want to break up your family, you have kids by this person, but at the same time, this person needs to help themselves, and this person is like really going through a they're dealing with some dark issues, and and honestly, it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? This person really does need to go and seek some sort of help, because this person is hindering your vibration, your aura, okay? And so you do have family members from the outside looking in, okay, who feels that you and this person don't need to be together, okay? And I feel like some of you also have family members who are also scared that this person may cause you to go back out, because some of you could have been, there could have been a past where you may have dealt with alcohol or whatever the case may be. And so for some of you, your family may fear that this person could be coming between your relationship with you and your family members, okay? Especially for those of you who used to have like a spiritual past, spiritual connection when you was in church. You don't do the same things that you used to spiritually now that you with this person, okay? So now let's jump into your reading, okay? And so Virgos, when it comes to blossoming in abundance, okay, I feel like Spirit is pretty much telling you that it's time to get within nature and smell the flowers, kind of work on yourself a little bit here with this blossom in abundance, because spiritually there is a new path that you need to take, okay? Like I said, I do feel like some of you are in this connected to this toxic situation, this relationship, okay? And so I feel like, yeah, you do need to walk away, okay? Because there's a whole nother side, okay? And so this really has to do with things that you're needing to do, because it's like if there's an inner you, there's an outer you. Definitely a lot of blockages from this individual, okay? And if you are separated from this person, that's the best thing, okay? So the time is coming and calling for you to separate yourself from this person, remove yourself and your kids, okay? Let that person work on themselves, you work on yourself, okay? Because I do feel like you got some new avenues coming into play, okay? You got the community card, okay? So whenever the community card comes out, Virgo, the community card is all about fellowshipping and networking, communicating with like-minded individuals, okay? Where you may receive some sort of invite, or you may be going to some sort of function, okay, that could be very empowering, okay? Where a lot of my Virgos, okay, some of you are we'll be going to some sort of positive social events, okay? And that may be taking place locally in your city, okay? And some of you may be traveling, okay, this summer, where you may be going to some sort of positive, empowering event, okay? Yeah, so you said, okay, so Brittany, you said you have one tomorrow, okay? And so, yeah, you're going to definitely be meeting like-minded individuals like yourself, okay? So when the community card comes in, it's about new girlfriends coming into place, new friends, positive people on your same path, okay? So some of you could be getting ready to start a new job, career path for yourself, where you're going to be applying these tools, okay? Because you also got the patient card here, okay? So when it comes to this patient card, this is telling you the time is calling for you to release stress and anxiety, okay? Because some of you are going through, or like I said, a lot of tension. And so the time has come for you to release your burdens, okay? Release this stress and this anxiety, okay? You really have to have a more clearer understanding when it comes to being patient, so that you could kind of soul search a little more, okay? There's some things that you're going through for some of my Virgos when it comes to this spiritual transformation, spiritual transition, because you got the action card, okay? So whenever the action card shows up in your reading, that is about dealing with the deep inner you and the outer you, okay? So it's like When you see that white horse, it's like you're trying to reflect on spiritual things when it comes to moving forward, okay? But then when you see that black horse comes into play and you see it's a little bit cloudy in the background, okay? It's like, it's things going on that you need to really work on. You need to really apply some spiritual tools, okay? Because I feel like you do have a cross and a spiritual angel that is watching over you. But it's calling for you to do some deep reflection, okay? Some deep reflection, some spiritual meditation when it comes to this action card. Because I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to work more so on your inner self. Because if you start working more spiritually on your inner self, then it will begin to shine on the outer self, okay? So it's some things that you need to work on when it comes to applying these tools. Because, yes, you got the anxiety card that came out, okay? So, again, when this anxiety card shows up, some of you could be feeling disappointed, a bit depressed, could be feeling a bit vulnerable right now, a bit lost, not understood. Don't understand why these things keep happening to you. Why does it seem like every time you turn around you keep finding yourself in these same repeated patterns and cycles, And so you are already feeling this wrath in your home where things seem to appear unevenly yoked, okay? And that's because you got this person around you, okay? And they bringing these dark demonic spirits in your home. And that's why I always tell people, be careful who you entertain and be careful who you open your door to and be careful who you allow yourself to be in relationships with, okay? Be careful who you lay down to sleep with, okay? Because, see, all these things come with negativity, okay? And when you open your door to it and you lay down beside it and you sleep beside it, it's going to cause some sort of corruption to come into play into your home like a tower moment, And so, you got this strategy card, okay? So when the strategy card comes in, that's all about it's time for you to get things in order when it comes to prioritizing, okay? Because it's things that you really need to take a closer look at, okay? Spirit is calling for you to write down your thoughts, okay? Because some of you are on this spiritual journey, but you could be stuck, okay? There could be writer's block or whatever the case may be. But some of you need to write down, take some time to write down your direction, make little notes. You understand what I'm saying? Work on the smaller goals first, okay? Because when it comes to this, strategizing, it's like it's a future ahead of you, it's a path ahead of you. But it's like you got one foot going forward and then you got one foot going backwards where you're kind of stuck because you're still attached to this other individual, okay? And so the possibilities are there for you, okay? But in order for you to receive these possibilities, okay, because when this card shows up, that means that you got options, okay? And that the options are available to you, okay? But you just have to be able to choose, the best option wisely when it comes to facing your fears. It's like Spirit is telling you that there are open doors that you have to walk through, okay? But it's all about, again, strategizing and applying yourself with these tools and not being afraid to take risks. But also be mindful and be aware that there are scammers out there, okay? So I feel like your reading is pretty much warning you also about being aware of scammers, get quick rich money scams. You understand what I'm saying? Don't fall prey or vulnerable to some of these. You could get rich quick if you put your money here, put your money there, okay? Let me see. From South Africa, how are you? How are you, Noah? I appreciate that. Sending love right back to you, South Africa. You said yes, broke soul ties recently? Okay, how are you, James Jones? How are you? So, Doubtfire Star, yes, how are you? So, Virgos, you got this walking away card, okay? Where Spirit is telling you that the time has come for you to walk away from the situation and get ready to close the door, Okay, Spirit is telling you that you have a new chapter. Okay, a new chapter that it's time for you to fulfill a new journey for yourself. There's a new chapter that's trying to come in. So some of you are definitely needing to close the door to your past, you know, because I know last night we did that reading, you did get that world card when it comes to closing out cycles, okay? And so with that walking away, see, you got this victory card, okay? And so again, when this victory card comes out, that victory card is letting you know that yes, you are on the right path spiritually, okay? And that it's good to work on short-term goals, okay? But don't get so comfortable in one situation, because it's good to gain victory when it comes to receiving knowledge and wisdom and power, okay? Because some of you definitely could be working on beautifying yourself, okay? So some of you have many gifts, okay? I'm seeing a lot of spiritual gifts, a lot of spiritual tools. You're having to apply yourself, okay? You're needing to close out some cycles and cut cords with people that don't serve you, okay? You need to break old habits, okay? And I know sometimes they say old habits are hard to die by, but I do feel as though many of you will be able to overcome this victory, but don't get comfortable in this victory, because you do have people that are also plotting against you and plotting for your downfall. So you need to always be so aware of your surroundings, the company you keep, again, because you can have people that's, you know, trying to wish bad luck on you, and you have to stay spiritually grounded. You know, you have to protect your energy and your aura, and cleanse yourself on a regular, okay? Because when it comes to this garden, this gate right here, this garden gate card, okay, the garden and the gate, okay, so I feel like the garden and the gate, again, new things, okay? It's like here you are wanting better for yourself, you know, when it comes to applying yourself and walking spiritually. But you have to be careful when it comes to your choices, okay? Because you have options, okay? And so when it comes to choosing the best option wisely, you know, you have to seek those knowledge, you know, you have to receive knowledge and wisdom. You need the right tools, the correct tools, you know, step by step. Definitely need to apply these spiritual tools, okay? I do feel as though there could be a new home or traveling vacation. I do see again strongly definitely there is a vacation coming up for some of you. This could be spiritual vacation. I do see you traveling, but check the weather before you travel, because some of you could be thinking about flying out of the country, okay? So just be careful that before you travel aboard the plane or the flight, make sure you check the weather just in case you have to change your flight in advance, okay? Because I do see some of you, I'm picking up with somebody thinking about taking a trip to Italy or France, okay? Or you could be going to some sort of winery, okay? Well, you may be going to some sort of winery where there could be people coming in from Italy or France introducing this new wine. Some of you could be going through, you know, some sort of winery. Because I'm picking up Italy, France, and Europe. I'm picking that up, okay? So I don't know whether you're going to this garden, okay? But something that relates to Italy, Europe, France, okay? I'm picking that up, okay? And you say you've been thinking about that lately? Um, Others of you, you got your sixth chakra that is here. Okay. So when the sixth chakra shows up in your reading, that means that many of you are needing to take time to work on your third eye. Okay. You're needing to work on your third eye, okay, in order to raise your vibrations, okay? So some of you may need to listen to certain type of beats and things and do things to help cleanse your vibrations, okay, when it comes to your third eye chakra, okay? You can do something like this right here, what I have right here on my altar. This right here is my Florida water mixed with my coconut or organic oil, okay? And so sometimes you could take a teaspoon of salt, okay? And I also have my pointers. Oh, it done fell down. Hold on. My wand, okay? This is like one of my crystal wands that I keep in here, okay? And so this is, like I said, this is my Florida water, and I have my organic coconut oil in here as well, okay? And sometimes you could take a teaspoon of salt to put in there, okay? And so sometimes what you can do to cleanse your third eye and open your third eye, you could take your fingers, okay? And just kind of throw a few drops on you, okay? Sprinkle a few drops around your head, okay? Take a few drops on your hand, especially if you have salt in there, okay? And touch your third eye, okay? Touch your third eye right there above your eyebrow, okay? Touch your third eye for about 30 seconds, okay? It works very well when you use like salt, Florida water. Like I said right here, this is my Florida water with my organic coconut oil, okay? And I keep my crystal wand in there for protection, okay? And so, like I said, you could dip your 4 fingers in there, because I'll give it put like a teaspoon of salt in mine, okay? Because I like to like really use the salt with the Florida water and the organic oil, okay? And you see I keep my sage smudge spray close by, okay? You can also spray because I don't want to get too close to the flames, okay? But you can spray your hands, okay? And just kind of like spray your hands, rub your hands together, okay? And you could touch your third eye, okay? You know what I'm saying? And touch your throat chakra. You understand? Touch your throat, okay? You said I read about automatic writing Googles. Yeah, and so there's things that you could do to help cleanse your third eye, to help you be more productive with your third eye, okay? I know for me, my lavender sage spray with my Florida water, my crystal wand, and my organic coconut oil and salt, that works a real, I do it that way. I prefer it. That's right, James. You said Florida water, crystal, salt, coconut oil. Yeah. And use a little bit of sage spray. A little bit of sage spray, okay, James? But don't be creeped out, T. Yeah, I'm listening to my meditation now. You said, yeah, I love my song bowls. Yep. Yeah, I love my song bowls. I'm listening to one of my meditations right now. So I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, okay? Now, moving on, getting back to your reading. You have here a woman holding a coin, okay? Along with woman holding a heart. Along with man holding a heart. What's this? Man holding a heart, okay? And you got the thinking woman, okay? So let's talk about that right there for a second, okay? Before we get to your last card, okay? And so, when it comes to a woman holding a coin and a thinking woman, okay, let's talk about that right there. Okay, woman holding a coin and a thinking woman, okay? I feel as though some of you, when it comes to this woman holding a coin and the thinking woman, okay? This can be you taking on this energy, okay? When it comes to like the woman holding the coin and the thinking woman, okay, this is usually someone with whom you will meet, who would be like a teacher, a spiritual mentor, somewhat like myself, okay, because I'm also a public motivational speaker, okay, where from time to time I go out into the field and I visit homeless shelters, I visit domestic violence shelters with women, mothers, and kids who have been sexually abused or sexually assaulted, okay? And so the reason why I work on that journey for myself is because once upon a time I suffered domestic violence, okay, when I was with my first husband, my kid's father, and I was brutally raped at the age of 19, okay? And I was roughed up real bad, and so I had to survive. I went through a time where I suffered a traumatic nervous breakdown because of my past history, and I was put into the hospital. I'm a cancer survivor twice, and so I have overcome thyroid cancer as well as cervical cancer in my life. So knock on wood that I'm blessed that I am a cancer survivor twice, okay? And so in the process of me being raped and suffering domestic violence, of course I lost my home, I lost my job, I hit rock bottom, I was put into the homeless shelters, hospital, recovery, therapy, all that, And so it taught me, it strengthened me. What don't kill you makes you stronger. You learn life lessons. And so the Lord blessed me to become affiliated with ministry where spiritually God had allowed new people to come into my life, okay? And I had started gaining tools and learning, doing a lot of spiritually reading and writing, because I come from a strong spiritual background family. My mother's mother was Baptist. My father's mother was Catholic, okay? My ex-husband, his mother was Methodist, okay? And then I studied Pentecostal religion as well when I was going through my, domestic situation and overcoming my cancer, going through cancer radiation, you understand? And so I have 4 different religion belts under, 4 different religion, tools under my belt. So I've studied Catholic, I've studied Baptist, I've studied Methodist, and I've studied Pentecostal, okay? And so for some of you Virgos, okay, I feel like there's going to be this this person, this woman, okay, where some of you may meet somebody, okay, somewhat similar to myself. Some of you may meet someone who's like a teacher, a therapist, a spiritual minister, somebody who is going to take you beneath their wing and kind of teach you and show you the ways of how to be more productive, okay, helping you get on this new journey. Some of you may become business fellowship with like-minded individuals where you might meet someone who is a boss, okay, someone who's taking on this lead role, something that you're really wanting to do, because some of you are wanting to open up your own your own businesses, okay? And so some of you may be thinking about how you could open up your own shop, okay? Some of you could really be into, beauty, cosmetics, fashion, here, nails. You know, I'm picking up a whole lot of different things, okay, that you really want to do to explore. And so I feel like some of you are going to be going to these empowerment business events where you're going to be meeting like-minded individuals, you know, strong, hard-working women who may take you in, because I'm picking up on a lot of yeah, definitely it could be showing you how to create your own makeup or learn about makeup tutorials. Okay, I'm picking up on that for some reason. Okay, so yeah, I feel like some of you are going to be traveling when it comes to like you could be going to hair shows and makeup shows. Okay, I'm picking up on bridal registry, okay? So now I'm picking up on some of y'all's energy, okay? I'm picking up on some of y'all's energy while I'm trying to do your reading, okay? So I'm picking up on somebody here could be into barbershop cut here, okay? Or somebody can have their own barbershop and cut here, or somebody's wanting to do that, open up their own barbershop and cut here, okay? Somebody definitely has a passion for medicine, okay? Where you're trying to learn about new herbs and that sort of thing, you know? And that's somewhere where I'm, you know, I dibble, you guys know I dibble into my spiritual herbs, okay? So I love that. Spiritually, I'm always researching and working on different herbs and how to live healthy now and eat organic, you know? And so, like I said, when it comes to this thinking woman and woman holding a coin, okay, I feel like you guys, okay, you're going to be learning ways how to become more productive money-wise, okay, when it comes to your coins, all right, how to establish yourself, how to become more successful business-wise, okay. And so some of you, again, I'm picking up on some of you may meet a college professor, or some of you may have a college professor, okay, who you look up to, okay. So I do feel like it's somebody here who has somebody who they do look up to as a role model, as a mentor, okay. Or you may meet somebody who's like a college professor, a teacher, somebody who's going to come into your life, okay? Now, when it comes to woman holding a heart, okay? And when it comes to man holding a heart, okay? Some of you can have a new love interest that's getting ready to come into your life soon, okay? And when it comes to this woman holding a heart and this man holding a heart, I feel like when it comes to this new person, okay, I feel like this is going to be someone who is going to, this is going to be like long overdue, okay? Because many of you have been soul searching, asking spirit to bless you with somebody new, somebody healthy, somebody with, you know, high vibrations, positive, somebody who, you know, you could travel with and do things together. And so I do feel like somebody new will enter the picture who will, as you progress further, gaining more tools when it comes to moving forward on this new journey, this new spiritual path, okay? I do feel as though as long as you continue to go forward and apply yourself every day and you work on yourself daily, okay? I do feel as though so long as you work on yourself when it comes to positive change, I feel like spirit will also bless you to meet somebody on your same journey, you know? And I feel like this is going to be somebody in a new workplace, a new environment. Somebody asking, what am I listening to right now? I'm listening to Native American flute music and rain. Number 3, relaxing music, meditation music, deep sleep music, calm music. Okay, that's what it's called. That's a lot. But yeah, again, I'm listening to Native American flute music and rain. Okay, relaxing, meditation, deep sleep, calm music, relaxing, because I love listening to mantras like that. Okay, so that's what I'm listening to. So now the last card you guys received is your Angel of Strength, okay? And so when the Angel of Strength shows up, Virgos, okay, that is about you needing to speak up for yourself, okay? Because you can be around people who is trying to hush you up, okay? Trying to shut you down, trying to break you down emotionally, okay? And so I feel as though Spirit is telling you, don't, no, don't shut up. Spirit is telling you, by all means, speak up, defend yourself, okay? Be your own narrator. You feel me? Speak new life into your life. You know what I'm saying? You have to speak it and breathe these new things into your life, okay? Don't let nobody shut down your destiny, your goal when it comes to moving forward, okay? If you feel that deep down inside, if you get that intuition in your gut that something is not right, then speak up and defend yourself and protect yourself, okay? Because you may have to be your own witness to a situation. You understand? And so Spirit is telling you it's time for you to take a stand for yourself when it comes to believing in what it is you're seeking, okay? You have to believe it. In order to receive it, you have to believe it, okay? In order to achieve it, you have to apply yourself, okay? Get with like-minded individuals. You have to break free from this bondage, okay? Because some of you got somebody who's trying to keep you in bondage. And the time is coming for you to break free, okay? Cut cords with people, places, and things that no longer serve you, okay? Because I feel like spiritually the time has definitely come for you to have this new beginning for yourself, okay? I feel like you have many angels of light protecting you, okay? But the angels can only do for so much if you're not willing to help yourself, okay? So I feel like spiritually your angels are calling to want to help you, but your angels are saying that they can only do so much. You understand? Your angels are saying that the time has come for you to walk away, because if you continue to stay in this low vibration, being surrounded by negative people, negative influences, if you choose to stay stuck, then your angels are going to cut ties with you. And they're going to stop protecting you because they're going to feel like their job is done and that you're not willing to, you're not listening. So your spirit, your angels and your spirit protections, they're like, if you're, they can only do so much. You understand? Let me see. Third eye intuition has been more fruitful than a lot of people lately. Trust my intuition more than a lot. You said the mantras are awesome. Yeah, I love my mantras, definitely. Yeah, how are you, SW? Yeah, so I definitely feel like this was yeah, so I definitely feel like this reading was definitely needed for my Virgos, okay? And moving forward, all right? I know a lot of times people often wonder, what are some things that I myself do to relax? I'm at home. It's a Saturday, and like I said, I've been through many things in my life, in my past, and I've overcome all those things and obstacles. We have all, I believe we all have dealt with those obstacles. We can all relate, right? And like many, I had to learn. Some of the lessons in life that I learned were very hard, very painful, but once I was smacked in the face with the truth, I woke up. You feel me? It took some time. It took me, it took me about 2 years to heal from my circumstances. And for other issues, it took me about 4 years and maybe 5. You understand? And so, one of the things, my first stage, what I could share with you all, because a lot of people always want to know, how did I get started? What are some of the steps that I took, right, to apply myself to become who I am today? Okay. Well, some of the first steps I took was I had to prepare myself a spiritual altar. you know, because sometimes we can move into a place like an apartment or a house, right? And sometimes your space, when you move into an apartment or a house, it may seem a bit dreary, or and so sometimes you have to learn how to lift your own energy spiritually. What can you do to freshen things up where you are, And so for me, I had to create spiritual altars, okay? And so around myself, like right now, here at home, I have several altars around me. You know what I'm saying? I have several altars, you guys. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got like 7, 8 altars, okay? I could just count this around me, okay? And so it took me 2 years to complete all my altars. And the reason why it took me 2 years to complete my altars is because it was things that I needed, right? And so in order for me to to receive those things, I had to also learn about it, okay? I had to become a student, and I had to allow myself to become teachable, and a lot of reading and writing and researching went into it. And so I started studying all about Buddhism, okay? Because people would say, well, why do you want to focus on Buddhism? Buddhism doesn't believe in God and that, but that's not true, okay? For me, Buddhism is all about peace and wisdom, love and light, And Buddhism, they pray all the time, So my Buddhism, they pray all the time. And so I'm all about love and light here, okay? I've had people who have called me a witch because of the things that I study when it comes to my herbs or whatever. And in the beginning, I was like, well, if I'm a witch, I'm a good witch. You know what I'm saying? But I don't consider myself a witch. I consider myself a spiritual teacher. Okay? And because I apply the things that I need to live healthy and eat healthy, in order for me to be a positive light for others, you understand? So I do a lot of researching and studying. You said I started an altar looking for some nice candles, stands, and jars for that. Okay. You said how much have you missed? You said love is not something that Yeah, you have to pretty much learn how to love yourself. You have to love yourself because, we live in a world that's so vicious and so negative, you feel me? So it's going to be a lot of people who will try to hate on you, and you have to learn how to love yourself, and you have to learn how to cleanse yourself and bring things to surround yourself with, healthy tools, And so, for me, I had to dig a little deep. Because for those of you who don't know, I am multiracial. Because people have asked me, what is my nationality? My nationality is British mulatto, native Indian. Okay, my mother's father, he's half white. He's British Caucasian. Okay, my grandfather, my mother's father, he has a white mother and a black father. Okay. And so my grandfather, his mother is British Caucasian, okay? So I have a lot of white British people in my family who come from overseas and come from England, okay? They come from what's it called? I think it's called Workshire or something, or Worcester or something like that over in England. And so my father's mother is Blackfoot Indian. My mother's mother is Cherokee Indian. So my mother's father is half British, half African American. My mother's mother is Cherokee Indian. Okay, so my mother is multi-racial. Okay, And so my mom is British mulatto, native Indian, because like I said, her mother is Cherokee and her father is British. Okay, so I have a Cherokee grandmother and a British grandfather. And then my father's parents, my father's father is Apache Indian and my father's mother is Blackfoot Indian. Okay, so I have three different tribes of Indian in my family because my father is he's part African American, but he has his nationality is Apache Indian and Blackfoot Indian, okay, on my dad. And my mother is Cherokee Indian, okay? So I have three different tribes of native Indian in me. And, you know, like I said, I'm British. So, you know, I'm part British mulatto. And I'm also, you know, strong native Indian tribes, okay? So I'm part Apache, Cherokee, Blackfoot, okay? So when people ask me what is my nationality, it is British mulatto native Indian. And so I had to do a lot of researching when it comes to my spiritual ancestry because I have ancestors who were, you know, slaves and African American. You know, my great grandmother, my great great grandmother, she was a slave as a child. When my grandmother was at the age of 10, I want to say 9 years old, my great great grandmother was sold and purchased for $400. And my grandmother had her first child. I want to say she was like 10, 11 years old when she got pregnant, and she was raped and she was sold for $400. And my great great grandfather was a slave master when he later inherited her, you know, after, you know, pregnant her. You know about the slave history. I don't really want to go deep into that, you guys, but you know, I had to do a lot of soul searching. And I had to learn how to forgive my ancestors for the things that took place on that side. And I had to learn how to strengthen myself and learn about it. And so just me digging deep into my roots. So when it comes to my native Indian roots, I had to study my religion. I had to find out all about, you know, how they get down. I'm familiar with, you know, my Cherokee. I have a lot of Cherokee land in North Carolina. A lot of Blackfoot Indian land in South Carolina. So a lot of Indian roots in North Carolina, South Carolina for me, when my family is from, and my British roots from England, and my Apache Indian is from New Jersey. Okay, so a lot of land there. So yeah, so I had to go through all that. And so just me spiritually having to become educated when it comes to my own nationality was a beginning for me. You know, and then studying all the different religions and the backgrounds when it comes to Baptist, Catholic, you know, the Methodist and the Pentecostal, and then later learn about the Buddhism in Japan. And so I have people, friends who, you know, traveling overseas in Japan and that sort of thing. I started learning about the Japanese religion. I have a lot of people on my job who I work with who are Burmese and Mexican. And so, you know, I had to do some research on that too. You know, sometimes you got to research the people you work with. You feel me? And learn about their nationality. And so I was able to open myself. You know, sometimes we have to open ourselves and become teachable and become a student and research and study. And so that's what I've been doing. And so each day I've been applying these tools into my life now, and I've been by myself now. I've been single 5 years now. I've been single and celibate 3 years, you know, because I was dating. I did the dating thing after overcoming the separation and the, you know, the divorce and all that. And so now just single, celibate 3 years. Once upon a time, you know, in my younger years, 20s, 30s, early 40s, I used to smoke weed. I used to drink liquor, beer, hang out at the clubs. I did all that. That's my past life. Today, I don't smoke anything. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I smoked cigarettes. It took me 3 years to break the cigarette smoke, you know, so I don't smoke cigarettes no more. I don't smoke marijuana no more. I stopped drinking liquor. I stopped drinking beer. I stopped hanging out at clubs. I stopped having sex. So I had to apply all those things in order for me to make change. I had to make change. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to change, You have to cut ties with some old habits, some old ways, you know. And so in order to become more productive in life moving forward, there are things you're going to have to break. Okay, I had to break a lot of things about myself that was negative, where I had to research and look at the part that I played. Okay, I had to stop blaming other people for my bullshit and look at my own bullshit, because I'm the one who opened the door and allowed people to come into my life. You know what I'm saying? And I was going out looking for love in all the wrong places. Somebody said, VG said, can I ask for a topic for you? Sure, VG. What topic you want to ask? You said, I don't know which tribe, which on my father's side either. No documentation. You said letting go. And when it comes to letting go, a shout out to Natural Go Bars in Detroit. How are you? Shout out to Detroit. Yeah, okay. How are you, BW? You said you've been researching your bloodline. Okay, long way to go. One of my grands passed for white, but was native. Okay. My mom is so reluctant to talk about him. Yeah, that's why you do your own research. You know what I'm saying? And so, girl, I had to do so much reading. And let me tell y'all, it wasn't easy for me, because it was things that I discovered in my own family background that was very, very painful and traumatizing, you know, and I had to accept it. I mean, I broke down and I started crying when I learned about my family history, you know, all about the abuse and the rape and the domestic violence and the murder. You know, I've had uncles who was killed, you understand? And so my whole life is like a movie. It really is. It's crazy. You said, when I have time to think, you would be interested. Let me see. When you have time, I think it would be interesting. Not much talking on it, but do important to do. Okay, Doubtfire says, I understand. Yeah. You said your DNA. Funny how we realize what we have, certain spiritual inheritance. Yes. Yeah, letting go and working through that. Definitely, definitely. I've had to, like, you're so welcome, as in now, you're so welcome. Yeah, I had to, you know, it's so many things I had to learn, you guys. You'd be surprised. And so a lot of reading, a lot of reading, a lot of writing, a lot of reading and writing and researching. And so, and just, you know, and photographs and pictures. You could imagine, especially when you get photographs, you know what I'm saying? I was able to pull up pictures of my old, you know, my ancestors, my great-great-grandparents, and read about them. My great-great-grandfather, he was a state senator for the state of North Carolina. He was, you know, he was a slave master, where my great-great-grandfather, he bought and sold and traded African-American slaves, so he used to purchase, okay? Who, you know, who he would abuse. And so it's kind of crazy, because I learned, and I'm just learning this a few years ago, okay, that my mother's father, his mother was the daughter of a slave master whose father was in the Confederacy of KKK. So for me, that hit home kind of hard, you know, because my grandfather never wanted to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? My mother's father, he would always have tears in his heart, where, you know, it would pain for him. And there were so many things that he kept. Even my mother as a child, she would go down south and visit her family for the summer, but my mother didn't never want to talk about it. You know, they would tell me about my great grandmother, my mother's grandmother, but they, you know, they would say how, you know, she was white, but they would skip over details. You understand? And so my mother and my grandfather felt like it was their job to protect me when I was a kid from the truth. And I can only imagine, like, today, I can't even imagine what that would be like for, you know, my mother as a kid going to visit her grandparents. And when you go visit your grandparents, to see that your grandparents are, you know, come from the slave master. So I can't even imagine going to go see my grandparents, knowing that, you know, I don't even know how I could accept that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I would be able to if my grandfather was a slave master and I knew he was buying and purchasing slaves, and so my grandfather never wanted to share that. You know, he didn't. He wanted to protect me because he had a white mother who had a slave master father. He didn't want to. He didn't want to, introduce that. And so for me to learn about it later when I got older, it was very painful, and I understand why my grandfather kept it hid, and he felt like he needed to protect me on that. And so, just things that I had to, learn how to forgive. I had to learn how to forgive and learn how to love myself through the pain and the hurt. Once the truth came out, it is what it is, you know? And so, yeah. So Christy said, now that my strength is back, I keep running into speed bumps, but keep getting back up with blessings moving forward. I think God is telling me no time for people or relationships. Well, it's not that there's no time for people or relationships, okay? When it comes to moving forward, okay, people in relationships is spirit. What spirit does is spirit introduces you to new people and new relationships, okay? But you have to learn how to pick and choose those new people and relationships out wisely, okay? So moving forward, Virgo, I think it's very important that as you guys move forward, it's not that spirit is trying to shut you away from people, places, and things. It's about cutting cords with old people, places, and things in order for you to move forward to fellowship with like-minded, positive people who walk in light. Okay, so when it comes to moving forward with people in relationships, it's about you learning how to inherit those new people in relationships, okay? And relationships don't have to be people you sleep with. Relationships could be business people, church people, people who you fellowship with, going to all types of, positive events with, okay? So it's about meeting new people. You said from childhood trauma, choose, yeah. So you have to keep getting back up. Yeah, I feel like it's very important to always do your spiritual homework on your ancestors and learn about it, Yeah, addictions, yeah. I was married twice, so both times I married someone who was a drug dealer and a drug addict and an alcoholic, you know what I'm saying? So my kid's father, he was drinking on drugs and alcohol, and he spent a great deal of time, in prison, and my second husband was in and out of jail and in and out of Narcotics Anonymous, and so, my husband was in and out of the rooms of NA and AA, and I used to even go with him into the rooms, and there was a time in my life where I used to be an alcoholic, and I too was in the rooms of AA, where I had to go and learn about the whole 12-step program. And so I'm familiar with the whole NA and AA, because I was in the rooms of AA for a while myself, dealing with my own past alcoholism, so I could definitely understand. Because of all my pain and abuse that I went through, I started drinking real heavy. I've had suicidal thoughts. I tried to kill myself. So that's a whole nother story, you guys. I overcame it, though, BW says she's single. It's been a long time forgetting what it's like to be partnered. Girl, I don't even think about it. I've been single and celibate now for 3 years, and I'm at peace. Spiritually, I'm on a new journey, VG said you could be so codependent and enabling as a Virgo without knowing you are, but you then move from it. Exactly. Yes, new people. Discernment. Yes. James Jones says praying. Yes. You definitely have to stay prayed up. You definitely have to stay prayed up. By all means. You say, yeah, we're all learning and coming to awareness of these things, our past, and how they play into our lives today. Yes. Yes. Your family, your past family patterns will definitely teach you, That's why I said she understands. Okay. Yeah, BW said letting go is key, working through that now. Okay. Yeah, okay, Nell said we all have mixed salads. Yep, exactly. You says DNA, yes. Funny how we realize we were certain spiritual inheritance. That's right. That's right. Okay. BW says she don't know which tribe or which her father's side. Yeah, girl, I learned so much, okay, even from when my grandparents were alive, because now all of my grandparents have passed away, but when they was here, I learned a lot from them, both of my grandmothers have passed away, and my grandfathers have also passed away, but I learned so much from my grandparents. Okay, BW says she's been researching her bloodline too, and there's a long way to go. One of her grands passed was well, okay. Thank you for the love from Detroit. Yeah, definitely going through these retrogrades. Christy said just getting back her power. Demons keep trying not to open the door for anyone. Exactly. You have to block it. Cleanse. You guys know I do a lot of cleansing. I do so much cleansing. Yeah, building your altar. Yeah, Buddhism, all life sacred. Yeah, I love my Buddhism. Yeah, love is something you become. That's right. Not something you do, but love is something that you become. Yeah, BW said looking for some nice candles. Okay. I'm just kind of going through your comments a little bit. Manifestation is always good. Yeah. It's always good to manifest some positive things when it comes to light and love. Yeah, BW says she needs to talk to her elders. Her grandparents are all gone, but I have uncles and aunts. Okay, that's beautiful, All my uncles and aunts have passed away. My mother's still here, thank God, knock on wood. If you have spiritual ancestors, you'd be surprised. I have a lot of spiritual ancestors who are always with me. Yes, you have to be strong and set boundaries up. I know for me, I used to have these dreams where that's another thing that started with me. I say about 3 years ago, I kept having these same dreams. I kept having these same visions where I kept seeing this white lady in my dream, and she looked like she was dressed in like the cowboy western clothes. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen the old cowboy movies and how the women used to be dressed with the pretty collared ruffled blouses and stuff, right? And so I kept seeing this white lady in my visions and my dreams, and I didn't know who this lady was. I knew she had this white flare, this white aura about her, so I kept seeing her. I kept picking up on her when I was traveling. I kept seeing her. And I kept saying, who in the world is this woman? Who is she? Who is she? Because she's with me. She's stuck. And one day I did some research and I pulled up my great grandmother, and it was her. And I said, wow, my father's mother, my mother's dad, my mother's father, his mother kept following me. I kept seeing her spirit. You know what I'm saying? I kept seeing her. And I didn't know who she was, I didn't know who she was, because one night I was asleep and she came dead up on me, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, who is this? And I connected with my great grandmother, and she's with me now. Now I'm comfortable, in the beginning I was like, well, I was freaking out in the beginning, and so yeah, you guys have no idea, okay? You guys have no idea, okay? I've been spiritually connecting and seeing spirits now of deceased people for the past 27 years. And in the beginning, it freaked me out. Hey, Clock. Hey, girl. How you doing? How are you? So, yeah. So, I've been spiritually connected to deceased loved ones now for the past 27 years. And in the beginning, it really freaked me out. It scared me. I thought I was going crazy. It's so funny, you guys, because I was so scared in the beginning that I went and I had myself baptized and I had myself anointed because I thought I was going crazy. People kept telling me that I was attracting demons, right? They said, well, you're attracting demons. You're a demon. And people tell me I was a demon. I attracted demons. So I went thinking it was true. And you guys have no idea, honey. I would have spirits speaking through me, using me as a vessel. And so after I got baptized, and I got anointed and all that in the church, I thought that was it, right? Because you know how they tell you come to the altar And that's another thing, you guys. If you're in church, please be careful who you let lay hands on you, okay? If you are a church member or going out to visit different churches, please do not let people lay their hands on you. Because sometimes people can lay their hands on you and they can put some shit on you and in you that you know you have to break. So don't be going to these churches and going up to the altar and letting people lay hands on you, okay? I experienced that shit. Okay? Whew, you have no idea. You said that's me, Cherokee Indian, very spiritual. Yes, yes, I'm definitely a black sheep warrior. You said past energy to energetic. Yes, child. I've had some people lay hands on me, honey. And they put some things on me in me, and I'm telling you, man, I was in church, but like, right? I got baptized and all that, right? Long story short, I thought after once I was baptized and anointed and all this, right? And learning and Bible studying and teaching and all that, I thought that was it, right? I thought, okay, well, I'm good now, right? I'm not going to be having no more visions, right? I'm not going to be seeing no more shit, right? I thought that was it. I was like, okay, I'm good now. I ain't got to worry about no more visions or whatever the hell it was I was going through, right? I wasn't sure if I was having nightmares, I was being attacked, but it didn't stop. It didn't stop. And so I later learned that the reason why I didn't stop is because I was connecting to the other side as a spiritual medium. And so I've been channeling spirits now for the past 27 years. And it is what it is. People used to say, well, you're a witch because you speak to the dead and you channel the dead and you channel demonic spirits. And I'm like, no, I'm not, no, I don't believe in witchcraft. I study the voodoo religion? Have I done some research and study on hoodoo and voodoo? Yes. Am I familiar with the educational tools of voodoo and hoodoo? Yes, I am. Am I familiar and educated with witchcraft? Yes, I am. Do I sit up here and believe? Let me say it like this. Witchcraft is very real, okay? People have a misunderstanding when it comes to voodoo and hoodoo, okay? That's a whole different background. Is there such thing as black magic? Yes. Curses and hexes. Is that real? Yes. Is witchcraft very real? Yes, it is. Witchcraft is very, very real, okay? I've seen some shit that will, you know? And so I'm very experienced from it. So it's very real. Do I dibble in the witchcraft industry? No, I don't. Yes, I love my herbs, my spiritual herbs, and yes, I've gained a lot of my knowledge and education from the history of the African slaves. I've gained a lot of my educational tools from voodoo and hoodoo and witchery protection, because I don't know why they label it as that or call it that, okay? Because a lot of my tools that I have, things that I have received when it comes to herbs, they call it witches' herbs, okay? So I will say that. So I have plenty of herbs where, different herbs. I have plenty of it. And so I'm very educated in all of the fields, okay? But I'm not a person who believes in harming people. I don't believe in putting black magic or curses on anybody. That's not what I'm about. So with me, I'm more of a spiritual teacher. Yes, I am a medium. Yes, I do channel the spirit and deceased, but not because I go knocking on deaf doors. You know what I'm saying? I don't go tapping on dead doors and be like, wake up, get up. That's not what I do. You understand? Because I used to actually, sometimes in the past, I did a whole lot of what they call channeling. For some people, they consider channeling as exorcism. I stopped doing that because sometimes you could bring spirits around you And when they've been dead and sleep for a long time and you wake them up, they can use your body as a vessel where they do jump inside you and they don't want to let go of you. And so I had to learn how to release all of that. You understand? So now the reason why I cover myself in my spiritual altars is because as a medium and because I am fully aware that I have this educational tool, as a gifted psychic and medium where I am able to connect with past loved ones, I surround my altar with light. You understand? Because a lot of times, me knocking on their door or calling them and all that, I don't do that. I let them come to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't disturb their sleep. But now there is a such thing as mirror magic, okay? And so sometimes you have to be careful when it comes to mirror magic and jar magic, okay? You have to learn how to use your mirrors as protection so that people don't try to use mirror magic on you, okay? So all my mirrors in my home are covered, okay? So sometimes you have to learn how to use your past spiritual ancestors as a mirror of protection and mirror of light. You understand? You said your home is over 200 years old. I immediately connected to spirits. Yeah. And so if you have spirits around you, it's always positive and good to keep white light, white candles, you know, white light, certain herbs, spiritual tools that you need, you know, your crystals and everything. And my whole entire altar is covered. You know, I got everything from feathers, coins, you name it, I have it. You know, and so when it comes to your mirrors, okay, for me, I have a note on all my mirrors, okay? On one of my mirrors, I have a long list of all my dead ancestors, you know, my father, my uncles, my aunts, my grandparents, and I wrote all their names on one mirror, asking them to protect me. And then I have another mirror where I have my mother's mother and my father's mother on that mirror, okay? And then I have another mirror where I got my great-great-grandfather. I wrote him a note, okay? And I put it in red, bright lipstick. So sometimes you have to use your ancestors as a mirror of protection, okay? And when you feel like something is not right in your home, don't be afraid to call on your spiritual ancestors. Like my father's dead. He's been dead now a few years. And so I call on my father. I call on my loved ones, my grandparents. If I feel something is not right in my home, then that's when I wake up my loved ones and I tell them to come on in and do a walkthrough. I let any dark energy know that I got family on the other side. So if you come in here fucking with me, I'm getting ready to bring all my family, my cousins, aunts, and uncles, and we getting ready to turn up. You know what I'm saying? So I do use my dead relatives. I always invite them in. You know, so when it comes to my cousins and my aunts and uncles, my home is their home. Sometimes I leave the TV on for my family that's dead. You know, I open up chairs, let them come and sit down when I'm at work. You feel me? And I tell my dead relatives, looking at the bed, walk through, check the bathrooms, you know. So, yeah, I'm not afraid to use my dead loved ones. I let them come on in here and, you know, cover me. I tell them if it ain't some shit right. I tell my grandmother Patsy do a walkthrough. I tell my grandfather walk through the house. You know what I'm saying? I let my father know, come on in. I tell my family all the time, if y'all see some shit that ain't right, that ain't got no business being here, then I let all my dead cousins, aunts, and uncles come up in here and my grandparents chase their ass out. So now I don't have that problem, because now anything that comes to me, they know that when they come walk through my door, that they gonna get jumped by my dead loved ones. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got gangbangers over there, you know, so I'm good. You know, so don't be afraid to use your loved ones. You said I thank them every day, guided me. I know that's right. You said I know a couple of relatives that have become ancestors and guides for me, so thankful for them. I know that's right, yes. You said, wow, I live in a building from Underground Railroad too. How cool is that? That's nice. Yeah, that railroad underground. So yeah, you got all kind of spirits around you. That's what's up. I bet if I was to come to your house, I could pick up on every last one of them. They would come and start talking to me. That's another gift that I have too, you guys. When I go visit somebody's house or apartment, if they have a spirit in their house or apartment, I immediately pick up on it. I immediately picked up on it. I've had a couple of girlfriends who lived in haunted houses, and and we had to call somebody who was stronger than me to come anoint the whole house. And so yeah, I pick up on spirits real quick. You said safe, not sage. You said your home was there. Yeah, they safe heaven. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to learn how to let them talk to you. Somebody just sent me an email. I don't know what that is about right there, but anyway. Yeah, if you guys wish to book a private reading, y'all know the information is below in the description if y'all want to book a private reading. Okay? So if y'all want to book a private reading, just leave me your birthday and your phone number, okay? And ask, let me know what type of reading you're interested in. Kind of make it plain because somebody just sent me an email. I'm going to have to go back and look at it because it was kind of crazy. You said you set out plates of food for them? Yeah, I'm not going to do the food thing. I have many ancestors, which I think is weird. But when it comes to Buddhism, it's a lot of people in their own spiritual religion and ancestry. I have known people to set out food and plates and, bake cakes and pies. And I've seen some very, very amazing altars, okay? I have seen some very powerful, amazing altars where I have seen people they put out loads of fresh baked bread and they put out cakes and pies and flowers, and I was like, yo, that's a little deep right there. Okay, I get it. I really do. I get it. I really do. I truly do. But I can't see me baking no cake and no pie and putting it up to the altar because I'll be eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to eat it before it's spoiled. But yeah. You said I know my ancestors be cursing me out, Now, what I do though, I do share. Now, I will confess that, my father's dead. So, Father's Day, I lost my father on June 15, 1996. And so my father passed away on Father's Day. And he passed away and they pronounced him dead at 6:45 a.m., June 15, 1996. So therefore, because my father passed away on Father's Day, I always celebrate my father's, his deceased day, June 15th, as a day where, even on my father's birthday, my father's a Libra. So every year on Father's Day and every year on my father's birthday, I always buy him a birthday cake or cupcakes, and I will put a candle in the cake for him. I put a few candles in the cake, or I may put candles in the cupcake. And I go and I buy my father a cupcake and a birthday cake. And my mother, she be making fun of me. Mother be laughing. Mother be like, well, damn. She be like, your father's dead and he gets a birthday cake. I'm alive. What do I get? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do. I buy my father a birthday cake every year and a Father's Day cake. I do that every year for my dad. And I've been doing it now for quite some time. And so I'll probably do it again on Tuesday. Because Tuesday is June 15th, and so that's when I lost my dad. You said you set out coffee and a course of water, but no food yet. Candles are there. Yeah, well, I keep water. It's always good to keep water on all your altars, okay? Always keep water on every altar in your house, okay? If you're going to do water, okay? Always keep your water, your salt water, your crystals. Yeah, I honor my dad, And my grandfather, I have to, I honor him too. My mother's dad was a military. He was in the army, and my father was also an army veteran, And then my great-grandfather, my grandfather's father was also a veteran. So I do salute to my parents and ancestors who was in the army, Even my great-grandmother, she was in the army. And so I come from a strong army background. My grandmother's brother was in the army, And so I have a strong military religion background in my family as well. So I always salute and, celebrate all my loved ones who was in the military. Because I have some who were buried out there, and so it's amazing. But yeah, I've been going on sharing a whole lot about, so y'all can understand, just kind of giving y'all a little 101 course on who I am. I wasn't meaning for it to be this long, but I feel like we're here, love and light. Yeah, my whole altar is covered with my Buddhas, as you guys can see. You see, I have a whole lot of Buddhism. I keep my lemons on my table, so lemons are very spiritual. Okay, so I have my lemons, very spiritual too, to also keep on your altar. Okay, so I always keep my lemons on my altar. Okay, this is my that's my crocodile pepper. For those of you who never heard of crocodile pepper, this comes from Africa. Okay, crocodile pepper, once you crack it open, but I'm not going to crack it open here, but I keep it on my altar for, good luck. Okay, you have to get that offline because you will not see crocodile pepper in any stores. Okay, and then there's another thing called red palm oil that comes from Africa. Okay, and then I have my spiritual, this right here is my crystal protection herbs. And so I have crystals in here charging in my own private herbs, mixed blend, very strong, very powerful. Sometimes I may sprinkle some herbs into my candle. Like this morning, I burnt some basil leaves and I lit my basil incense. So I always have my own little spiritual ritual where I get up and I will burn my basil leaves and my basil incense, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of my herbs into each one of my candles. So there's so many things that you can use, you guys, to cleanse your altar. But always get protection crystals. Always get protection crystals for your altar. You have to have, if you're going to do altars, you have to have protection crystals. You can't have an altar without having your protection crystals and your oils and your waters and your incense and your herbs and your lemons and your onions. It's always good to keep a bowl of oranges, lemons, and limes. Okay, so if you have a living room, it's good to have your kitchen or your kitchen counter. You can have a bowl of oranges and a bowl of lemons. That's always good. I love oranges and lemons, citrus. Because spirit loves orange and lemon. And then you could do a dish for your lavender. You can do, get a whole lavender herbal plant, and you can put lavender, rosemary into that. Blue skies, nice temperature, sun shining. Gonna plant today. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I need to order me some more. And sunflower seeds. Spirit loves sunflower seeds. So when it comes to what I put on an altar, I do keep sunflower seeds. I have to get some more of that. Somebody said something. What you say? You got married on? I got married on my birthday. That was a big mistake. You said you got married 31 years ago on your dad's birthday, 16th anniversary coming up. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, so your dad, okay, anniversary is one day after my dad's death anniversary. Okay, I got married on my birthday. So that's crazy, right? Yeah, I got married on my birthday. You said you have to be careful who you receive gifts from. Girl, you have to be careful who you receive gifts from and be careful who you let fix you a plate of food. Don't be letting nobody fix you no plate of food. I'm trying to tell you, don't be letting nobody fix you a plate of food, man. Every time somebody offer me a plate of food, I don't mean no harm, but I threw that shit in the trash. You could accept it, but as soon as you accept it and they turn their back and you get away, you better find the quickest damn dumpster and dump that shit. I don't eat nobody's cooking. I don't eat nobody cooking. You know, you said watch what you drink. Hell yeah. You said I'm planting black sunflower seeds today. Yeah, I love sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds is very spiritual. I have to get me some more sunflower seeds and sunflower plants. But sunflower seeds is very, very spiritual. Okay. And I love lavender and rosemary. Yeah, love that, love that. But Virgos, I'm gonna get hit on and upload this reading. We have been up here chilling and chatting. I appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for the love and the positive feedback. I enjoy you guys so much. I really do, because we were able to relate and connect. That's what it's all about, fellowship and networking. Well, thank you so much, BW. I always try to keep it love and light, you know? I like to raise the vibrations and have my little meditation music. I'm getting ready to finish my lunch. I had made like a chicken pasta, and so I'm getting ready to finish that and put some stuff in my salad. So that's what I'm going to have for lunch. I took a few bites, but you know, and I may do some laundry. I have to see, because I have an appointment at the spa, so I have to get my ass together and get ready to go to the spa and get a pedicure. But I don't know, I might not get it because my toes still look damn good. I normally go and get a pedicure every week to 2 weeks, but sometimes I don't like to always go and get my toes done back to back because they be looking good as hell. And I don't feel like wasting money since my toes do still look cute. You know? But sometimes I go just to relax, but I soaked my own feet last night, so I'm like really relaxed. So it's not like I really need to go and get my toes done. You know, so I might just relax at home. I don't know. Gotta check. I feel so good now at home and relax. It's like I really don't need to go and get them done. So I don't know. I might. All right, you guys. Let me let you guys go. All right. It's been a blessing. I enjoyed you guys. What she said? You said coconut. What she said? You said coconut and rose water is the bomb. Yeah. I have some organic coconut oil. I mixed my coconut oil with my Florida water and my peroxide and my herbs and all that last night in my foot soak. And so yeah, I love organic coconut oil and rose water, as well as African red palm oil. That's good too. You have to go online for that African red palm oil because they don't sell it locally. You said with coconut oil and rose water and quarts of sugar. That sounds good. That sounds good. I do face masks with my clay and mustard and cucumber. Because oatmeal, mustard, and cucumber opens up the pores in your face, you know? And so, yeah, it's also good to use a little onion in that, you know? So, yeah, I use fresh herbs as my facial clay. But okay, you guys, I enjoyed you guys. I really have. And you guys can also do lemon cinnamon scrubs too, okay? If you want to remove negative energy, then take you a lemon, cut it in half, and cover the half a lemon with cinnamon, and scrub the palms of your hand, the inside and out, and then take the other half of the lemon with covered in cinnamon, and scrub the bottom of your feet, okay? Then if you want to rid your house of bad negative energy, get you a lemon and cut a pocket in your lemon, okay, the top, and stuff it with salt, and then cover the outside with salt, okay? And take your stuffed lemon and put it in the corners of your house, of each door, each room, okay? And that will also cleanse it. Some people put stuffed lemons underneath their bed, their furniture, wherever there's a door entrance, wherever you have people that come in and out your home or whatever, cleanse it. But I wouldn't open my door to everybody, but that's just a way to cleanse your home, okay? Stuffed lemons with salt, sea salt. You can get rid of bad negative energy. You can remove bad energy from just cleansing your hands and your feet with cinnamon lemons, okay? Lemon cinnamon, okay? And you can use the crocodile pepper, we'll get into that, okay? But crocodile pepper is also another way to get rid of negative bad energy. Cleansing your foot and hands with onion and salt. That's also another way to get rid of, negative energy. We could cut an onion in half, and you could take one half of the onion with sea salt and scrub your hands, and take the other half of the onion with sea salt and scrub the bottom of your feet. Okay, so that's another way to cleanse negative energy from around you. Okay, so that's it, you guys. With that being said, be blessed, be safe, be healthy. Okay, stay prayed up. All right, love and light to all of you.